Welcome Sumos, here's an honorary Sumo check. On my wrist today I've got the blue Casio, as always. Let's go. Today's video I'm going to be reviewing a watch that I again purchased when I was on holiday in Morocco. It seems to be the trend in these videos. Every time I'm in Morocco I end up buying a watch. I don't know what it is, but in this video I'll be reviewing a Bulova dive watch, reference 96B322. I purchased a watch from a company called Samuel, which we have in the United Kingdom. I paid £320 including shipping, which is a really good deal as this watch retails for £500. I have seen it as cheap as £400 during sales, but for me to get it at £320 is amazing. In the box, you have this thank you card from Samuel, essentially saying thank you for shopping with us during these tough times. Honorary flick. Moving on. I also got this receipt from them just to show purchase, I guess, in case I want to return the watch. Looking at the box face on, as you can see it's quite scuffed. I wasn't too pleased about that. You've got some references here in the white. Opening the outer sleeve, you're faced with the watch box. Nothing really on it. You've got Bulova in gold in the front. Pretty standard, cheap box. For a £500 watch, you expect a bit more. I was anyway. Let's bring the Sumo back into view. Right, opening the watch box and I was faced with the watch upside down, so not a great look. On the top there you can see some scuff marks, which I wasn't too pleased about. The top seems to be made from felt. Anyways, opening the watch, no tags are attached. I feel like this was a display piece which they've then given me. More on that later. Removing the watch from the watch box, I'll just place it down for a moment and see what the watch comes with. This tag says SN, which stands for serial number, and then you have the watch's serial number. I know some people on YouTube, they tend to hide their watch's serial number. I'm never going to sell this watch, I'm never going to trade it. This is a watch that I've wanted for a long time and I feel like it's going to be a staple in my collection. I'm not going to sell it. You have another tag with a reference number, I'm not sure what that is. Moving on, you get a tag that says Bulova and sapphire glass printed on both sides. And then you have the watch reference 96B322 and then the barcode underneath that. And then finally then inside the box you have the instruction manual, which is a brown sort of colour with silver text that says Bulova at the front. Pretty standard stuff. On the back then you have bulova.com, 04 of 15 and 850. Not sure what all these references mean, I'll let you know in the review. And then you also have some silicone gel or silica gel inside. Right, I'm just going to put everything back into the box and we'll have a look at the watch, all the references and tags. And I'll also put the Sumo into his grades and get that out of the way. As a side note, I'm not too impressed with the presentation. All of the tags weren't attached. You had no sticker on the face of the watch, on the dial, on the sapphire glass. You had no protection on the bracelet, nothing on the back of the case. So all in all, I'm not too impressed. I wasn't too impressed at all with this Bulova, my first experience with the company. I don't know if it's to do with Bulova or to do with the middleman, which is Samuel, who are the retailers. Either way, I'm not too fussed. I use my watches. If they get scratched up, they get scratched up. It's just part of the charm in my eyes. So looking at the watch face on, and wow, the first impressions are this watch is beautiful. Compared to pictures online, I mean the pictures online don't do this watch justice. This video won't do this watch justice. Seeing this watch in the flesh, I am really impressed. So my sort of sweet spot is anything from £90 to £150. I buy a lot of homage watches from micro brands that imitate Seikos, that homage Seikos. So this is my first ever Bulova. I've always loved the look of this watch. As you can see, some of these close-ups. The watch has a beautiful double dome sapphire crystal. You have a ceramic bezel. Bear in mind I've done no research for this video. This is just a first impressions and unboxing video. You have automatic snorkel, 666 feet on the dial. I love the Bulova logo. You have these almost jewel-like hour markers, hour indices, whatever you call them, on each hour, which is really nice. You've got the green that matches the dial going from the 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock on the bezel, and then all black for the rest of the bezel. There is no loom pip on the bezel. There's slight play initially on the bezel. Not much, very slightly. I'm not too fussed about it. I know some people get really aggro. I know some people get really fussy about it. The clasp this is one of the things that I think let down the watch. Clasp is a press clasp. So on a £500 watch, I've seen it also retail for about £600-700. It's not a luxury watch, but by no stretch of the imagination is it a budget watch either. You expect a better clasp. My £80 Vostok has a pressed clasp. Anyways, look at this thing, it's gorgeous. I do really like the bracelet. I like the Jubilee style sort of links. I like the Bulova on the clasp there itself. So push button clasp. There's a sticker here that I'm just trying to remove. There was a sticker on the case back, and there were stickers on the presses on the clasp. Just removing my trusty Casio, which I use during a lot of my reviews. I'm putting on the Bulova Oceanographer 666 Devil Diver for the first time. I really do like the weight, so I like watches that are a little bit heavier. I know this is not for everyone, but I've got big wrists, so I like a substantive watch that I can feel on my wrist. First impressions, I'm in love, man. I don't know if it's the honeymoon phase or whatever it is, but I love this watch. I love the color, I love the shape, the turtle shape. It's probably the most Seiko watch that isn't a Seiko, if that makes sense. Anyways, thank you for watching, Sumos. Always a pleasure making these videos for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment. Full review coming soon of this Bulova Oceanographer 666 Devil Diver. Thank you for watching, Sumos. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.